This is Music with Mason. I'm still at the Skylark, joined now with the headliner, Dead Reckoning.
What's up?
How are you guys doing today? You just did a killer show out there. I was in the mosh pit. Everyone was in the mosh pit. We just had a great time. How was it?
It was great. Fun night.
Yeah. It was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah, you guys gave us energy, so it was nice, man. Energy. We like the energy.
That's great.
It's not bad being in the Quad Cities now, is it? So the four-piece metal band from Columbus, Georgia. You're currently on tour right now. You just recently released your album Red, and you've been to a lot of different states so far. You've been to Louisiana, Texas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. And I think it's kind of weird how you go from just so many southern states and then you just move all the way right back up into Nebraska and in the Midwest. So, in your experience, have you ever been to the Midwest as a band before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we played all but one of the lower 48 states. All but one. Fucking South Dakota.
Yeah.
That's the only one we haven't played.
This is our second time around.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll mark it on your map at some point.
We're trying.
So, what's the difference you see between, you coming here to the small towns of Rock Island and the Quad Cities and stuff? I mean, we're one of the bigger cities in the Quad Cities, but, just so far, the differences between, southern states and Columbus, where you're from, and then you go to Houston or Dallas, or then you go right up here in the Midwest. What's the difference do you see?
Every area kind of throws down differently. You'll see the guys that do the hardcore moshing. You'll see the guys that some of the areas they don't throw down at all, and you can tell they're not trying to be disrespectful. They're literally watching the show. They're taking it in what you're doing. So you got to kind of learn we're in this area. These guys are going to do this. You got to pull energy from something. Right. But they're still enjoying every second. They still cheer afterwards. And then you get nights like this where they throw down with us and we just have a good time, For sure. So these nights are a lot easier.
Yeah.
This is probably my favorite one of this leg of the tour so far.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you guys got some energy.
We aim to please.
Yeah, it's great when the crowd is feeding us the energy back.
Exactly.
And coming off of being sick and an injury.
Yeah.
Perfect way to
I
come
had to
back.
take 3 days off to get him better, so and he came out there and killed it, so
For sure.
that's all you can expect.
And so for the band's history, did it all start off in 2013 at a place called The Masquerade with the Cleans versus the Screams?
I mean, that was probably the first big boy show. It wasn't the first show, but it was the first big boy show, yeah.
Right.
I mean, I'm the only one that was on that stage, but yeah. But I mean, it was a moment where we just kind of the group that was there was like, let's fucking do this,
Right.
And then I've been able to get these guys to take it to the next step and just keep going,
So you've been with the band, you've been holding the name for so long, and you've gotten another new lineup, and you've become a really great family so far.
Yeah.
So the band mixes really well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you remember something called the Slaughter Q?
Oh yeah, we played a couple of them.
Few of those.
With Black Tusk, Throat Punch, and Legion X.
Yep.
What was it like? Just that course of energy, all in one single area.
I mean, that's like a super local fest, they did bring in other names, from the areas, but everybody else is local, so we're all homies. We all throw down for each other, and it's I think that one back then was three or four different stages, and I mean every one of them you would just shift to your next homie, and just support the bands, and it was just killer day. I mean,
I agree, yeah, for sure. Another big show that I think really put your guys' name on the map is the Blue Ridge Rock Fest.
Yeah.
How many bands were there? It had to be over 20 or 30, right?
Oh, it was more than that because they had Lamb of God and Motionless and White, and
it was
4 days. It was 4 days.
4 days. Yeah, 4 days. So
Yeah,
it
so
was
it's
more.
probably 40, 50 bands.
Yeah, 40, 50
Wow.
bands at least.
It's crazy because all that remains,
It's
Puddle of
one
Muddy,
bigger now, too.
Yeah.
Saliva.
Yeah.
It was crazy. So, What was it? One stage? You all shared one stage, or was it like different stages?
There was three stages, and we were on the main stage with all the remains and everybody. I mean, it was such a good time.
And I also want to mention something called the Bombshell. Do you remember the Bombshell?
Bombshell in Orlando, Florida.
What was it? Like, what was it?
With Blessed Dead?
Yep.
Wow.
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
And also, I don't think this is a part of the band, but I've noticed in some of the few pictures I've seen, you had something called like a clown head on a stick at a few shows.
Yeah. So that used to go on my mic stand. Mm-hmm. I mean, so we played a Halloween at one point, and I wore that mask. Everybody loved it. And the others that didn't love it, it creeped them out, but it still got attention. Mm-hmm. So people would come to just take pictures of the mask, and so I always put it on there. And then some dude gave us a critique and was like, "Oh, you only got one clown mask. I don't see the point," so we took it off.
Right.
But people's asked for it back.
Will it come back?
Never
We'll see. We'll see. We've been together a while. Might as well.
Did Gary Holt send you a message?
Yeah, he did. We were in the time that he was gone, because he had to leave us for a small, 3-4 years, something like that. When he was trying to get recovered and everything, we had a singer step in for just a moment, and we were able to get Gary Holt to do a fucking shout out for us and announce him and everything. That guy was only with us for like a month and a half, but anyway, it was a cool moment to have Gary Holt do that for us.
Yeah. Another thing that I also saw was the battle for the Big C's.
Big C's.
I think we tried. We didn't.
That one, yeah. I think that was one of those was that the Viragos or something for DWP? Because we played Welcome to Rockville. And then after Welcome to Rockville, I think that was the battle for the next big festival of theirs, Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I mean, do something.
Something I didn't see at your merch table tonight was the booty shorts. Do you still sell the Dead Reckoning booty shorts?
Yeah, they're there. They're just, we're low on quantity. Like, they sell out like that. Guys and girls buy them. So,
wow.
Yeah, we always get them. We'll get more when we get home.
A lot bigger audience, bigger customers. So,
Yep.
Do you still sell the lighters?
Yep.
We need to get new ones.
Yeah, we discontinued this for right now.
Yeah.
We had to find a new vendor.
For sure. It looks really fun. Like, I would love a Dead Reckoning freaking lighter, man.
Yeah. It's funny because they'll get one, and you know how lighters are. People just keep taking them.
Yeah.
So the one dude will buy 6 of them before the show's over.
I lost it. I lost
constantly
it.
Stolen, whatever.
Yep. Another thing I mentioned, or like I saw a lot on your Instagram and Facebook posts, is you designed a lot of guitar picks. Mm-hmm. How many different designs do you think you have gone through with guitar picks?
So I've done it because like there were several people we knew that collected them, and like there's guys out there with books of my guitar picks, and I'm nobody, so I'm just like, that's killer. But I'm probably at 7 or 8 now. I put almost every like big thing.
Like
I think he's got 3 or 4.
I think 3.
But I'm a little more over. I like designing a little more than he does. Yeah. He's like, this one works, and that's it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't play. Bassist. He doesn't play much with a pick.
Yeah.
So he don't go through them like I do.
Right.
I like to throw them out to people, and I like selling them. And
there was a little kid down on the little stage. You gave it to him at the end of the concert.
Yep. I gave him the pick I played all night. I don't usually drop a pick, so the pick I give out is the one I used all night.
For sure. An old sponsor, I don't know if I should keep this in the video or not, but something called Cold Cock Whiskey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What is Cold Cock Whiskey?
It was a
herbal whiskey.
Yeah, it was like competing
Delicious.
with Jaeger and Jack at the time, and like Kerry King owned stock in it, and they sponsored us for a while.
They were just recruiting.
You know what
bands
was
to
cool?
help.
It was cool because they were really supporting bands. They made a whole community, and they would really like promote you and everything, and then they just vanished.
Yeah.
I don't even know what happened to them. They just gone.
It didn't last long.
Yeah.
But
a couple years, that was it.
Is it true you shared the stage with Metallica and Slipknot?
Yep.
That was at Welcome to Rockville.
Really? Yeah.
The coolest part of that is right when we got off stage, Gojira played. And Gojira is huge this year with the Olympics and everything. So that was a cool moment. We get right off stage and we walk right over and watch Gojira play, So that was a big moment for us.
It was crazy to think about like how you would share the exact same stage. Was it the same night? Or the same
night.
The same night they were on stage?
Yeah.
Was it the same day Metallica and Slipknot were there?
Slipknot,
I think it's
yes,
one or the other.
but
I think
Metallica
Slipknot was
the next
definitely our night. Metallica did 2 nights. They always do 2 nights. They did the next night and then the last night, I think. Got to think how that's spaced out.
Slipknot and Disturbed were the two that.
And then
that
Mudvayne came
headlined
back,
on
so
night.
Mudvayne was on that one.
That's crazy.
That was their welcome back, yeah.
Yeah. So now we're moving on to a couple of personal questions. Taylor, I wanted to start off. What are some of the street battles you've been a part of? Some of the screaming battles.
We got Alex Terrible,
David
from Signs of the Swarm,
Justin Jedlicka.
That is true.
You also screamed against a cop?
I did in Indiana somewhere.
It was random. Yeah.
How did the interaction come about? Like, you just said, "Hey, do you want to do a scream battle real quick?"
I didn't.
No, we stopped just to get. We just got done with the show. We looked just like we do now, sweaty and whatever. And we got done with the show, and we pulled in to get gas. Mm-hmm. And we all go in, and I'm a veteran, so I always say hi to fucking cops and stuff. And I was like, "Hey guys, hope you guys have a good night." And I walked inside. By the time we come out, they're out there talking to him, and they recognized us from the battles and stuff.
Yeah.
And so 2 of the guys, you can only see 1, but 2 of them were metalheads, and they were both in bands growing up and everything. So the guy that screamed with them was the singer at the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we kept telling him, "Hey, you don't know, you may be a cop for a while, but you may want to do this again," and so he did it.
How many do you think you've won versus lost?
I've won 0 of them.
Really?
Yeah.
You believe that?
Yep.
I mean, we don't do it for that though. We do it for fun, man. We
Right. Yeah, for sure.
I know a lot of people always do who won this, who won, but we don't think of it like that.
Everybody else won.
We're trying to get bands to come together, big bands, little bands, middle bands, and just be a family.
It's just about fun.
It's competition is what makes a lot of this horrible.
I know. It's like such an iconic thing you guys do, especially at almost all the shows you go to. Mm-hmm. You would find the one guy that would scream the loudest, and you'd be like, "I want to go toe to toe with him."
A lot of them challenge him.
Yeah.
I mean, the Alex Terrible one, y'all were working on that for 2 years, and they both wanted it. So.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I don't know if you play COD anymore.
I do.
What's your typical loadout for a team deathmatch?
Right now, it's the SVA and the Car 98.
Hell yeah. What do you have to say to all the riot shielders out there?
Fuck you, pussy.
And the campers?
Fuck you, bitch.
And all the hackers out there.
Oh, man.
Fuck you, hacking ass, motherfucking cocksucking
Hacking's just
bitch.
ruining everything.
For sure.
Yeah.
And also, you Twitch stream sometimes too.
Sometimes, yes.
You typically just Twitch stream only COD and games and stuff?
Nope. Valorant and CSGO sometimes, and then I'll do some horror nights.
The horror ones.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
do horror
He
nights,
scares
so.
himself.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to practice, like the jump, like the adrenaline rush.
Oh, he don't practice it. That's
It's natural.
Sometimes it'll sneak up on you at 3
I
a.m.
was recording the album Red upstairs in my studio, and he was playing it downstairs. I'm watching him live while I'm recording, and then he got so scared he had to come up and sit with me. Like, damn.
Some of the worst horror games you've ever played? Like, what can you list them off?
At this very moment, no,
Oh.
I don't remember the name of them.
He's blocked it out.
Will it come back?
Wait, what?
Will it come back?
Yes, probably.
All right, well, that's good. I gotta see some of that. But I don't know if this quote still sits with you, but you promised me heaven, delivered me.
Hell,
What is that from?
it's a inside thing.
Yeah.
Past relationships.
Okay. For sure. I don't want to get into it. I can understand that. What is Hoff pepper?
Oh, that's one of my sponsors.
delicious.
Hoff and Pepper.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What like?
It's a hot sauce.
It's a hot sauce.
Yes, they make amazing hot sauce. By the way.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, like 30 flavors.
Yeah. Now.
They also made a sauce with something like the boys, like something blank the boys. You know what I'm talking about? It was like 2 brothers or something, like 2 members of a band, a duo. I don't remember if it's been a while. It'll come back to me eventually, hopefully. Who is Legion's Veil?
That's my old band.
What can you tell us about Legion's Veil?
I mean, I'm strictly made that band as a call-out band for my other old band.
Yeah.
Yep. And I won't say the name of them, but fuck those guys.
Yeah, when he had to leave us for a while, he stepped into another band, and that band it was horrible.
Yeah.
Not that the band was horrible, but like the attitudes were horrible, you know, and just made his downfall even quicker.
Yep.
So I'm glad he made it through that.
I'll go ahead and say, fuck you again.
You know who you are.
Is it true that you went solo for a while?
That was way back in the day. I was like country shit and some, other solo stuff.
Yeah. What was it like just, comparing it from just being on your own, you're your own person, you do whatever you want, go to your own venues, compared to having a band who has your back, but you also have to schedule everything together?
Well, I'd rather have a band because they can keep me from getting drunk all night.
The issues of being solo. You don't know how much you drink. So, Michael, you served in the military
Yep. I did just under 10 years in the Army.
as a cavalry scout.
Yep. 19 Delta Cavalry Scout.
Were you in charge of over $30 million of equipment?
That's probably even a low number.
Yeah?
I mean, a tank by itself is $20 million, you know? So, yeah, absolutely.
I wanted to mention one of your tattoos.
Wow, you get that number, though.
Right. I wanted to mention your tattoos. You have a 1985 on your on your knuckles. What does it mean?
That's when I was born.
Yeah? Do you I don't want to offend you or any way, but are you going to get the date you die on your other hand?
Hey, well, no, that's got my nickname right there. Chaos.
Oh, all right.
But hey, I got some space. I'll put it below it.
All right.
Whoever wants to tattoo the dead guy.
Do you own cockatiels?
Yes, I do. Cockatoos, cockatiels, Quakers, budgies. I'm a bird guy.
And you were also a fan of DMX?
Yep, I was part of Rough Rider.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was one of the founding members in Texas for quite a while, riding bikes and everything, you know.
Right.
Especially when I was in the Army, a lot of us were Rough Riders, so.
For sure. So, Ryan, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you have a profile on Reverb Nation stating that you've been playing drums since you were 9?
Yeah, that's true.
How did you get into it? Like, what age did you put that in as your bio?
Yeah, probably 10. I was like, I've been here. That was probably, I don't know, 18, 19 when I put that in there.
And the only song on there is the instrumental solo to Edge of the End.
Is it?
That's probably true, yeah. I don't know, I haven't been on that in a long time. That's crazy.
Yeah, and you also rate bathrooms at all the venues you've gone to.
He hadn't done that in a while. We keep telling him to bring it
I
back.
haven't done that in a while, but yeah.
I also want to ask, how do you think about our bathrooms? Has he seen it yet? Have you seen our bathrooms?
It's pretty pleasant. I would say, out of 10, I would say probably 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Nice
are-
and cold,
You need
too.
a jacket in there.
Crispy.
And there was a venue I saw on your profile.
Mm-hmm.
It was covered in graffiti and tattoos. The walls were black. I couldn't tell if that was the paint job or mold, but it looked terrible. I don't know if you remember it at all. It was one of the last ones you posted.
Oh, that was the Haymaker tour, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. That had to be on the
That was
Haymaker.
like 4
That's 2 years
tours
ago. Yeah.
I keep telling him to bring it back, though. He's in the bathroom all day.
Right.
Like,
Nah,
this
we
dude
do it.
is always in the bathroom. Might as well rate him.
Right? And is that the worst one you've seen?
Yeah, probably. Oh, no.
Remember that
no.
one in Vegas? Nobody
Yeah,
even
that
know
one. Yeah, there's some that just smell like you don't want to be in there. Like someone's been in there for a
Shit
couple
piled
years.
up in it.
You'd rather go into porta potty than that one?
Oh,
Yeah. And that's even sweating bullets and everything. We did that at
Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge. Yeah, we had to do that thing.
It was like Iraq in there, man.
Damn, is it that bad?
It was,
Yeah.
they,
It was
they get
hot,
hot,
man.
man.
It's
They
summer.
get hot. Because they always put the fest in the hottest places, Florida, Texas.
That's
I mean,
real.
come on, man.
Who is Kevin?
Kevin.
Raven?
Kevin, right?
I don't know.
From high school?
Oh,
Kevin, right?
Kevin's gonna whoop your ass.
No,
You don't remember Kevin?
not from high school. No.
Oh,
Kevin.
I don't know how
I've been
to...
in many high schools though. I was a military brat, so
Oh,
that's the problem.
okay.
That might be the problem.
Yeah.
I remember he went on a tour bus with you at one point. We might roll back to it if it clears up in your mind, but
You're gonna make me think about this.
Kevin.
Yeah, that's all I want to know.
I want to move on to Brian.
Oh shit.
Probably not wrong. That's
What
the
can
weird
you
thing.
What can you tell us about Shaw?
So, the high school?
Yeah.
Wow, that was a long time ago. Not much. I was
Yeah.
pretty stoned the whole time I was there.
And something I also noticed is you like to quote yourself, the Big Lebowski.
Yeah, I do. That's because everybody says I look like him.
Yeah?
So I just went with it.
Do you go with it sometimes?
Yeah.
Sometimes you dress
I
like
even
him?
got it on a shirt. Yeah, I dress up like him for Halloween.
Yeah?
Like when my kids are older now, but when they used to trick or treat, I would throw on the bathrobe and some shorts and carry a glass of milk around and door to door trick or treat, man.
What can you tell us about Catalyst?
Wow, that's way back. That was the band I was in before Dead Reckoning. It was actually
That's how we met.
was with 2 brothers that ended up leaving and moving across the country, and that's when I ended up hooking up with these guys.
Whoa. Not yet.
He's right.
Did someone use your song in a scene of a movie called Our Place?
Yeah, it was a play, not a movie.
Oh, play.
Yeah, it was actually when my son is his high school. They were putting on a play in
Like
one
a
of the
national
scenes. They
competition,
needed a
wasn't it?
metal song.
Yeah?
Like, it's a national 1-act competition. And so he was like, "Dad, can we use the song?"
We all went
Pick
to
one,
it, and they
bud.
freaked
Yeah.
out. We were there. And stuff.
Yeah,
It was
we
pretty cool.
donated some merch, like for their costumes and stuff, for the kid that's the metalhead, you know.
What was the scene they used it in?
Actually, it's horrible. It's this guy's listening to us on his headphones, and his little sister drowns and dies, and he doesn't catch it because he's listening to his headphones.
What a song to watch,
Yeah.
to not notice someone dying.
Yeah,
What kid? All right, so this is an interesting one I have for you. Your dog Pepper, for $10, a pack
Yeah.
of them ran up through your gate
Yeah.
and jumped on you,
yeah,
and you got it for $10.
yeah. It was. I was sitting on my back porch, and I had a dog that had died a couple years before, and I was actually sitting there thinking, I kind of ready for another dog, I think. And about that time, about 10 of them ran up and jumped on the porch. And I recognized that they looked like the dogs from across the street. And so I went and knocked on this guy's door, and it was a crackhead. And I was like, "Hey, man, your dogs are over here. You got to help me come get them." And so he, like 10, 15 minutes later, he hobbles over there, and I asked him if he wanted to sell any of them. And he was like, "I'll give you that one for $10." I was like, "Okay." I gave him $10. Still got the dog. Yeah.
And she happened to be the smallest and only female.
Yep.
So just a rare, just out of the herd, just happened to be the
Just
smallest and the
one,
only
yeah,
female.
And it was bad too. She was starved and dehydrated, and just it took us a couple weeks to get her back right. But like here it is now, 10, 11, 12 years later.
Yep.
She's doing great.
So I have a couple of final questions for you as a band. I wanted to start off with, what is the future for Dead Reckoning? You're still on tour. You're going to be touring around the country a little more. What is going to go on after that? We already know you just released the album, Red, and we are super excited for that. What's in the future? Are we going to see more concerts? Are we going to be seeing more EPs or singles or albums, more merchandise? What are we seeing?
We still got, for this year, we still got one more leg of the tour. I think it's a 30-day tour, November-ish time frame. We will be dropping a single, which is going to be a cover that we didn't play tonight for some reason. But, yeah, it's going to be another cover. And then next year, we have a lot of larger names, way bigger than we are, that want to take us out. So we're trying to get that organized to where next year is not anything on our own. It's all with them, So, I mean, that's the big thing for us, trying to push and just get on those bigger shows,
And we're going to drop a cover. Or did you say that?
Yeah, definitely what I just said.
My bad.
Started out with that.
I just reiterating.
Brian,
Look
yeah.
out for the cover.
Turn it up.
What is the next destination for you guys?
Wonder Lake, Illinois.
Yep.
And then,
3 hour.
and the next state?
Indiana, Lafayette, right?
Very cool.
And then back down to Georgia.
Gainesville, Georgia.
Last show for this leg.
We hope you guys come back to the Quad Cities. Hopefully you come over to the other state, which I'm from. You should come out over to Iowa sometime. Just come see us.
Yeah, we played there a few times
We
last
lived
year.
there for 3 days.
Yeah, we were just there last year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Very cool. And for the final question I have for you guys, I've asked every band I've ever interviewed this. What would you tell the young and aspiring musicians who want to be what you guys are doing right now, doing what they love, the passion, the drive, just making music, doing what they want to do in the future?
Work. You can't skip the work part. Yeah, that's really all it is. You just work at it.
Have fun, rock and fucking roll.
There you go.
Just to give a real critique, I would say record yourself, as in film yourself, whether you're at practice or at a show. Go live, get home, watch it like you're a football player, and review what you did. See what you did that you liked, see what you didn't do, what you didn't do at all, and what you could make better, and make that next show that you do 10 times better.
Simple as don't give up.
Very true. I want to thank you, Dead Reckoning, for visiting the Quad Cities, being with us tonight, putting on a hell of a show for us. We enjoyed every single second of it, and we hope to see you guys in the next interview.
Thank you.
Hey guys, it's Mason here. So, I have done interviews for a couple of months now, and the progression of how we started off just in my college's spare recording room and working our way up now to where I'm back home. I go to actual concerts now and I post videos of it now, and the level of progression that I think we've all gone through so far, it's just been phenomenal. What you are about to hear next has been some of the most inspiring words I have ever heard. I forgot to turn off the microphone, So I let some audio play while I was packing things up and saying goodbye to these guys. And what you're about to hear next really changed the way I see things and how it helped me realize how far we went. I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all your support. Thank you to Dead Reckoning. Thank you all to all of the bands that I've interviewed so far. And yeah, thank you guys. All right, guys. I'll stop wasting your time.
No, that was
Bro, that's the
impressive.
best interview we've had in 12
yeah,
years.
no
way.
12 fucking years. We've done big radio interviews and everything. Like, you brought up shit like we probably don't even know about each other.
Yeah.
You got deeper about Pepper than I know.
Yeah.
And I know Pepper. Bro, that's fucking awesome.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, man. I liked it. We gotta do that again, man.
I'll definitely reach out to you when the interview's out.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
absolutely, man. We'll share the shit out for you.
Yeah. I don't know if anyone else is here, because I don't think they can. Do you think I can get a photo?
Yeah, we can get
Yeah,
Danny to
yeah.
take a few with
I'll
you.
just
take it.
put it
We'll go out
back
there.
up here. Out there? You want to go out there?
Well, I mean, we do it right here.
I'll get Dan.
Are the lights on? Did they leave without us?
No, we still gotta load out. So
Oh, okay.
They gave us permission.
Danny.
And yeah, that was the. I know that you could barely hear what they said, but one of the members of the band told me that was one of the best interviews they've had in 12 years of being in that band, and it felt really good to hear that because I didn't know if I did a good job and if they've been through interviews before, but I just wanted to say to everyone listening to my interviews, thank you guys. I mean, if it wasn't for you and if it wasn't for the bands who accept my offers for these interviews, I wouldn't be doing this at all. So, yeah, thank you guys. And, of course, we'll see you in the next interview.